Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Deep Cuts Reactions and my name's Greg, and I'm going to play a band that somebody was telling me about these guys and I've never heard of them or anything. I think they're an Irish band, but they're called the Waterboys, and this song was recommended. It's don't even have to say his name. It's an official lyric video, so hopefully it won't get blocked or anything, but I don't know. Let's just go ahead and check it out. The Waterboys.
Assembled this enterprise to deny the evidence of our eyes, who presided over this offense against decency and common sense, whose dedication, whose labor turned neighbor against neighbor. Who indeed should we blame? I don't even have to say the motherfucker's name. Who put the dog whistle back in style? Who makes every white supremacist smile? Who put violence in people's heads? The spider at the heart of the web. Who granted ICE immunity to murder with impunity? Who indeed should we blame? I don't even have to say the motherfucker's name. Two trains are rolling across America tonight. I can hear their wheels, I can see their lights. Well, I don't know, but maybe you hear them too. One leads to Auschwitz, one leads to the new. Who took democracy and its sacred vote and wrapped a noose around its throat? Which insurrectionist and bogus king buried the White House under bling? Who threatens like other people breathe, insults women every day on TV? Who turned this country we hold dear into a land of fear? Who indeed should we blame? I don't even have to say, I don't even have to say the motherfucker's name.
Well, that certainly ended abruptly. Man, that was dynamite. Just beginning with the tune itself, great tune, and what they were doing with their instruments was really fine. The drums were really great on that. The bass, the whole thing with the organ back there. I mean, it's all really well done. And then the frickin' lyrics, man. I'm here in the U.S. This stuff hits really, really close to home. And, everything that they're saying there. And, they're talking about fear. And there is a lot of fear in this country. I mean, it's really hard to fathom, I mean, your job can be in jeopardy, your livelihood. They can sue you. They've sued all these people. Anybody that Trump is pissed off at, he goes after, and he's got the full force of the federal government going after him. And in a lot of cases, the states are more than happy to cooperate with whatever heinous thing he wants to do. And they're trying to compile lists. They are going through and photographing protesters and doing all this kind of shit, and that's just the tip of it, plus all the horrible corruption. But it's maybe that's part of the reason why, at least in a lot of these protests, I see old farts like me out there. There's a lot of people out there. There are young people too. There are young people who are on board, but in some ways it seems like it's led by all these old hippies or liberals or whatever you want to say, and maybe part of it is, yeah, I'm old. What have I got to lose? Go ahead, come after me, you know, do it. I don't care. I do. Don't get me wrong. Shit here in Oklahoma. I don't know. They're talking about various projects they want to do. There's been talk about building one of the new detention centers, which is basically a concentration camp. Here in Oklahoma, and if I was to go out and protest at the site, uh, they've changed Oklahoma law. They did it after the protest for the pipeline up in South Dakota, and now in Oklahoma, if you want to, you can run over a protester with your car. You can injure them. You could kill them. You're not liable. It's perfectly legal, to run them over. And it's also, if you get arrested for one of these infrastructure projects, you get arrested trying to interfere in any way, you can go to jail for 10 years for protesting. I mean, this is all very new territory, and of course a lot of that we'll see, how it shakes out in the courts, if things like that actually happen. But Trump has done a fine job of replacing everybody in the federal government that he can with loyalists. It's like back to the days of Andrew Jackson, in the spoils system. But anyway, that was a really hard-hitting song, and yeah, to be written by an Irish band, if that's what they are. I mean, I'm not sure, but anyway, yeah, that was pretty damn good. So I like political music, and I mean, if there's anything good coming out of this disaster that we found ourselves in, uh, it's that it has engendered all this protest, all this creativity and creating music to protest what is going on, to make comments about it, and so you're seeing this really cool burst of creativity. I love it. I just love it. It's oh God, this is I mean, off the subject, but it's not like I've been on a particular subject anyway. But right now, we're getting ready for the 250th anniversary of the founding of the U.S. And so on July 4th, among all the other stuff, it's also Donnie Trump, or yeah, yeah, I think it's his birthday too. They're gonna, maybe it's not July 4th, but something like that, June, something or another. Anyway, they're going to have a MMA match there on, God, it's on the front lawn of the White House. They're building this big temporary stadium, so people can see the fight, and then they'll have a cage inside where they put the MMA fighters, and it's and his buddies are able to pony up $1 million for ringside seats. That's what ringside seats will cost. It's $1 million each, and it's just my God, it hasn't been this bad since Andrew Jackson was having pigs and goats in the White House wandering in and out, because that's what he did. Anyway, yeah, it's our country's in a real mess, and hopefully, within the next 30 years we can dig ourselves out, because I think that's what it's going to take, is a good 30 years, if we don't have a revolution, or if they spike the elections that are coming up. You have no idea what's going to happen. And I was talking to my wife the other day, and mentioning that the debates that they did prior to the election, where Trump and Biden debated, and Biden just, it was awful. It was just horrible. He was just like not there, and the Democratic Party gave all these excuses and stuff like that, that he had been traveling or this or that, and they were all kind of bullshit, I thought. But uh, recently his wife came out and said when she saw that, she thought he was having a stroke, which that sounds about right. That's what my wife thought at the time too, So, but anyway, it's just I don't even know where I was going with it. I just get so overwhelmed by the whole stuff. And if anybody's still listening to me after all this shit. Anyway, I will be back in a minute, and hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and we'll see you all then. Bye bye.